I expect England to be in any sort of competition. But you still got to get the job done. I'm sure you've got to be. I'm sure Gareth will put a side out that is capable of winning out in Poland. And it's experience for certain players. So, but I don't think there'll be any problem. They'll breeze through the group, no problem, and then we can look forward to Germany.
How important is Saka to Arsenal and England?
Oh, he's a massive player for both Arsenal and England. He never gets injured, Al. He's always playing. He's always fit to play. He's a real grounded young man who's always smiling. He enjoys his football, so he's been an absolute revelation for Arsenal, especially. You know, little things like I went to the training ground not so long ago, and every single player had a day off, but he was in because he just said, "I want to do a little bit of a warm down. You know, just get me legs going again." And he was on a bike. He didn't have to be there, and that's the sort of professional he is. To say, look, I want to go in and you know, look after myself. And that's why he plays every week, because he does look after himself.
Well, he's young, isn't he? So...
He's young as well. And he's just, you know, he's just a fine young man, isn't he? I mean, I think every single person likes him. I mean, if you're a neutral, you don't even like Arsenal. I think most people will take to people like Saka because he's always smiling and he's always... He's always doing his best he can for whether it's Arsenal, England. You know, he always wants to put a performance in.
Yeah. Any thoughts on who will replace Gareth after the Euros, if he decides that's it?
I don't think that even comes into the reckoning at the moment. I think everybody's now behind Gareth, and he's come close, hasn't he?
I don't mean sacking. I mean, he might just say that's it. My time's up.
Yeah, time's up. But I think they'll look at that when that happens. It would be a few candidates, wouldn't there? Who would you go for?
Don't know, to be honest. We were talking about it yesterday, Ray, and I thought, I don't know. You know, with Eddie, how would he?
Eddie's got a good job at Newcastle.
Of course he has.
So would he really want to leave that? I know it's England and you're representing your nation and managing.
Someone mentioned Graham Potter. You know, he turned down Lyon in France. But, you know, it's a difficult one, isn't it?
I think it's all about man management, Al. You know, you've got quality players. And I go back to, you know, if you go back 15, 20 years ago, I thought Harry Redknapp would have been perfect because he's the motivator. You know, because every single player that comes into that England squad are talented players. Now, it's how you get the best out of him. I think Harry would have been very good at getting the best out of what he's got.
Well, by the way, whoever takes over, not just the current squad, those coming through as well, great, you know, that'd be a great job, whoever gets it. Yeah,
well, certainly the under-21s is important as well. But they've got very young players, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they're only going to get better. And as I said before, they can get the right balance. Probably, if you look at it going forward, you've got so many options. Look at Raheem Sterling's had a great start to the season. He's not even in England squad. The problem where you're going to have is maybe defensively, if you can get that right. I mean, centre-half's always been... we've always had great centre-halves.
People are saying Harry Maguire will start, so we'll see.
Well, let's see how he goes. I mean, as much as he hasn't played for Manchester United, and it was a little bit of a surprise for people because you always usually pick people who's playing on a regular basis, but he's never let Gareth down, and he might do the same against Ukraine, which you can't
I hope so. Elsewhere in Euro 2024 qualifying, Ireland were beaten 2-0 by France in Paris last night. Northern Ireland also suffered a defeat, a 4-2 loss away to Slovenia, and Scotland will be looking to maintain their 100% start to qualifying against Cyprus tonight. Now, Scotland are talking about, well, this is more important than the England game coming up, the friendly, but I don't see, it'll be warm over there, I want it to be boiling hot, but I see Scotland getting some sort of result. I think we're almost there.
How do you rate them now, Al?
Scotland, great togetherness. One or two Steve good young players coming. He's done a great job.
He's done a great job, yeah.
Great job.
I think that's what you've got to have. You've got to have that togetherness, and I think that's what Steve Clarke brings into the Scotland side. It's not all about, you've got to have talent as well, but you've got to have that real desire. And I think he's installed that.
He's a lovely guy, you know. I met him up at Celtic Rangers. Not the last game, the game before at Parkhead. Had a good chat. He's the top guy.
What's the expectations now if you're Scottish? You do want to qualify, of course.
No, I think if we qualify, and we will qualify now, you know, just to go as far as you can. You know, it's great at the moment. And Scotland's travelling support is magnificent. Oh,
absolutely. I was just about to say that. I mean, it's so much better when you got, you know, Irish in and the Scottish,
a few thousand in Cyprus.
the Welsh.
I've got a couple of friends over there.
It makes it so much better. I always go back to your story when we was going through Portal Banús. And the Scottish. Are we going to win it? And you've been knocked out. They certainly know how to enjoy themselves, put it that way.
And we got Spain away, Georgia away, Norway, but Scotland are there. But they want they want to finish off in style. Not finish off, but qualify.
Yeah.
And I think a win should just about do it. That should be it. Okay, England fans, let's hear from you this morning. England are taking a good support over to Poland as well for the Ukraine game.
Yeah.
Are England favourites for the Euros next summer? Who do you want to replace Gareth as England manager? Should he call it a day? Give us a call. It's not an easy one. 03717 22 3344.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.